A lot of the residents that live here didn't have good upbringings. So a lot of times you could be the very first person that gave them a chance.
A lot of people just don't understand corrections. They just think of you're just telling inmates what to do and the inmates are bucking you the whole time, and that's just not the case.
I think for a long time, corrections was punitive. It was our job is to just keep people incapacitated from being able to commit new crimes by keeping them in custody. And I think now we recognize and really try to provide some rehabilitative programming so that when they are released from prison and they go back to our communities, they go back with a better chance of being law-abiding citizens. So, you know, when they come in, they go through some testing procedures to identify what their areas of risk or need are.
So we do these risk assessments, and they are given a score, and then based upon their score is kind of what we look at as far as programming.
With them, when they first come into prison, we do what's called an orientation with them, get to know what it is they need, what can help them be successful, and where they want to release to.
And we try and motivate them to get into those classes and assist them along the way to provide that training to deal with those deficiencies so that, you know, those things that were issues previously are not issues now. So then they come to time to get out and they can go on about their business.
We start working with them the second they get here on release planning, building family relationships up if we need to, fixing relationships with some of their family members, and then programming to not make the same mistakes in life.
You know, just because somebody has been incarcerated because they've, you know, committed a crime doesn't mean they're not human. You talk to them as you would expect you would want people to talk to you. And I think if you're able to do that, communicate with people, they will see that you're not there to be antagonistic to them, and for the most part, they won't be antagonistic to you.
I teach my staff that they can work with the resident population, and I can instruct the resident population that when there is an issue, they don't need to just go straight to demanding a supervisor. They can communicate with the officer they have in front of them and try to work things through to kind of help them build a rapport themselves and work through their issues.
It's easy to bring them into your office and just let them. I've had guys come into my office and just sit there. I got music playing. They just need a break, you know, just like us. Everybody has a bad day.
I think respect goes a long ways, not only for your coworkers, but also with the residents.
How you act and react, they're watching. They see how you are, they see how you and your peers are. So you can always make an impact, and it's just a matter of how you carry yourself. So every day is a new day, and then try to be a role model, because some of these residents never had mom or dad or somebody speak to them nicely, and so they don't know how to react when you call them sir or you say thank you, because it's the first time, it could be the first time that they've ever had somebody say that to them.
Me personally, you will always find me joking around, asking guys how's their day. Again, that's because I communicate with these guys a lot, so I think our residents are one of the best that we have.
They're not these dangerous criminals who are out to get you. They made bad mistakes. They got here, and this is their punishment. So treat them right, because they might live in your community one day. You might run into them at Walmart, and in this vicinity, that happens quite a bit. We run into people all the time in Great Bend, so it's very likely that the person that you were nice to will remember that when they see you in public.
I had one guy in particular where he went into the first meeting, he's like, you know, I don't really want to be here, but I know this is what I got to do to get what I want at the end. So after the 12 weeks of one-on-one meetings, he's like, you know, Miss Raylan, like, this really helped me. At the beginning of this, like, I was just here to fill out these papers and be done with it, and he's like, you actually gave me a lot of skills that are going to help me. So that was really rewarding.
But in my experience, more often than not, you'll see somebody that you remember from here, and they'll come up and say, hey, how you doing, you know, and they'll want to tell you what they're doing now, or the positive things that they're doing, and maybe they've taken some of the things that you've given them and started to do something positive, so they want to share that with you.
There's definitely been times where you'll see, like, you'll be talking to someone and just all of a sudden something will click with them.
And that's all I want to do, is see you progress. I'll do everything I can to help you progress. I've got guys that, they got goals. with them coming in and me talking to them and them understanding that when they get upset, they can come in and talk. I've got guys now reaching their goals to get their visits back, to be able to talk to their family. And it's just a snowball effect. They start to realize, once I do this, then I can progress and I get this and then this.
We do have guys that are not pleasant to deal with, but for the majority of them, the majority are very thankful for us being here and for the work that we do for them. They really are. They're very thankful, very appreciative, and they tell us all the time, hey, I just want to say thank you for what you're doing for me. And their families call and we talk to them, and their families, most of their family members are thankful for us just trying to help them and give them a chance to become productive citizens and get them back in society. I'm
very much a helper, so just being able to use the things I love doing and inputting it into my job. So I love the aspects of helping other people help themselves.
It is a challenging career and it is not for everyone, but if you're up for the challenge, I would say give it a try, at least try, because it's a rewarding place to work, it really is.
Just take the leap and you might be like the rest of us and get stuck here because you really enjoy it. Stuck in a good way, yeah, that's a good way to put it.